Okay. Almost there. Almost gonna be at the end here. Okay, and I keep smoothing it. And watch out for the backing back here too. It can be pretty annoying at times. And not let you go straight like you want to. And if you have to look up your needle, it's okay. Don't worry about it. To fix it. Okay. And too, remember a lot of it's going to get cut off, so if it's not perfectly flat. This is your first quilt, okay? Your very, very first quilt, so just do the best that you can. Nobody, you know. Nobody's asking for total and utter perfection on a first one. You just can only do what you can do. And it doesn't, you know. Sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate with you. I can feel if you go under, you know. And don't forget too, some of these are from where the pin is. Alright? Where your safety pin is, and you think it is, but it's not. Okay. I'm going to continue. I'm going to straighten this up. Because I have no idea what happened here. But it's alright. Seems like when you get to the very, very, very end and the last thing that you're going to do, that's when things start messing up. Like right here. I want the... I don't know... Okay, I want that to go as flat as possible. Okay? I'm going to cut part of that off. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to grab some scissors. Big scissors, not little scissors, because we need the bigger ones. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to start at the bottom, down here, okay? And we're going to very carefully cut all the way up to the top of where you just sewed. Okay, I'm going to cut all this off. I don't know why they say to have 4 to 6 inches of batting and backing when you're going to cut it all off. I guess unless you want to do it the other way like I showed you that you can do to make your binding. I mean, that would be okay. But very carefully follow it up. Try to get as much as you can. I mean, if you can't get it all, then the binding sure will help you. But try to grab what you can and just follow it up all the way. Make sure you have a sharp pair of scissors because you're going through 2 layers here, including the batting. Okay? Which mine is kind of thick, but gotta stop and straighten it out so you don't get any on the backing part of it. Okay, just continue to go up. Okay, up. Getting both the batting and the backing, of which both of these, as you do your quilt, you can keep them if you want. If you think that you might use them for something. You know, I put mine in with my scraps. I have scrap quilting that I do, and put them in there with that because it usually is a good size to work with if they're very thin. And of course you're going to keep the back of your material that you cut off. That's a lot, you know, which is what I'm doing here. I'm almost to my top. It doesn't take very long. You zip on through. Make sure you got all much as you can. Okay. Okay. There's my top. There's a couple here I need to get. I noticed earlier. Get this real quick. Okay, then when you're done, what you want to do is you want to go and check. See how you did. Okay. Pretty good. Oh, let me cut the thread off of here from our back stitching, whatnot. Okay. Okay, as you can see, I'm done with my whole quilt here. I did it all. Follow the, see how it's all the way around, it's all done. Okay. This part of it is very simple to do. Do not take the pins out as you go along, because if you do, then your quilt will fall apart. Okay. Now, see how it's all up there like it's supposed to be. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you how to do the binding. Okay. We don't necessarily have to iron right now, because we're going to put the binding and all that stuff on. So, I hope you guys got some Wonder Clips, because you're going to need that for the binding. Okay. And we're just going to put that up there. Okay. Here's one of my bindings. Okay. Now, we're not going to start on a corner. Okay, we're going to start down from the corner. So, like maybe right here. You know, we start a little ways down. So I'm saying about maybe like right there. Yeah, let me grab my Wonder Clips. So right here. Okay. Open this. I hope that doesn't give me a hard time. Okay. Okay, we're gonna see how long it is. I mean, it's really super long. That's why I said, well, maybe, you know, you only need 2, depending on the whatever size of the quilt that you're going to do. Okay, you want to open it up like this. Okay, because you want to place it in the middle. The middle part right here, okay, goes on your thread. And then you pull it through on the other side. And we're going to do the Wonder Clip. As soon as I get it open. Okay. These big ones, the little ones, it doesn't matter. Okay, but see how it's on the other side? And see how it's kind of covering all the sewing that you just did, which is good. Okay. So, and both sides are already nice and smooth, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Okay. To bind the quilt is pretty simple. Now you can either do it by hand or by machine. Okay. You just want to make sure that both ends are on your actually covering up your, it's better to put it there sometimes, actually covering up your ends over here that you just sewn. Okay, so I can do it like this, okay, and stick that like that. Stick it in there if you have to, and feel and make sure that, and look on the back and make sure that it's getting all the thread. See, I can still see thread here. So I'm actually going to put some in, okay, and then I'm going to go and look. Okay, let's see. Open this up. Put it in like that, okay, and then come back over, which it should come over and cover everything. This one's much smaller though than the others, okay, because I'm not on the even in the middle, that's why. So you have to be really careful that you actually do get the center right here when you're putting it in, okay? And use however many wonder clips you need to get it done, okay? I don't care. It doesn't matter. Because you want to get as much of that in there as possible. Okay? So sometimes it's easier to do it when it's not laying down on a flat surface. Too. Like that, see? Okay. So this. Okay, you guys kind of get the idea, right? What we're going to do here. Yeah. Okay, before I'm going to show you how to do both of these together before we run at the end, so we can just keep it going. One continuous binding piece. Okay. Some people do it before they start doing this, others after. I like to do it after I start because then it's not so bulky when you're trying to put it on. When you have a lot of extra that you know you're not used to it. So now I'm going to show you how to do the corner when I get to it, which hopefully is coming up here. And I didn't choose a long piece to work on. Of course I did. I chose a long piece. Oh well, that's okay. We're moving right along. No big. Okay. Just move this like this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and keep doing this until I get to a corner. So I'll be back to show you how to do the corners so you guys don't sit here and watch me do this tedious stuff, okay? So I'll be back.